Yeah, good. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Today we're gonna talk about too many choice, no directions. So let's think a little bit about our future, our decisions, our life, and I have with me to talk about this topic one person more. Habit, Rafa, Daphne, and Priscilla coming now. Good. So, if you don't know me yet, my name is Epaminondas. I'm host here on TNT. And if you want to practice your English, please join with us to talk. Um, Rafa, please introduce yourself for us.
Of course. So, hello everyone. My name is Rafael. I'm 32 years old. I am a Brazilian. I grew up in São Paulo, but nowadays I'm living in Netherlands. I used to live in France because I'm doing my PhD there. I have been teaching in a French university for 3 years now. I take a break for a year to, how say that, to develop even more my research, but I miss a lot my students now. I'm missing a lot. And I'm here to practice my English, to improve my English with you. It's a pleasure, especially here in the Epaminondas immersion. It's always very good. And that's it about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafa. Thank you so much. Daphne, please let me know more about you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daphne. I'm 29 years old. I'm married. I was born in Brazil, but I live in Glasgow City in UK. I'm here because I want to unlock my English and to achieve my fluency English.
Very good. Thank you so much. Habit, let me know about you, guy.
Okay, nice to meet you all. My name is Herbert. I'm 44 years old. Was born and raised in Brazil. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I am a carioca, so I'm here to improve my English and especially practice more my speaking skills because I need to develop my skills. I'm planning to travel abroad in 2 years, 1 year and a half or 2 years, and yes, I'm a student. I am a cat person. I'm an outgoing person. Yeah, I'm here to share with you guys my experiences, my thoughts, and learn from you as well.
Thank you so much. Welcome. Priscilla, please, your turn.
Sure. Morning, guys. My name is Priscilla. I am 31 years old. I am a journalist, but today my area is marketing, especially online ads. I have my business. Uh, my goal, my first goal with English and Spanish is more clients in my company. In my free time, I like so much practice exercise. I also go to gym and I often do Pilates. I like so much different food, special Mexican food and Japanese food. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And about me, my name is Epaminondas Sá. I'm a host here on TNT. I have a degree in physical education and nutrition. I work by myself and my Instagram. I share content there and talk about health of life and my habits and things like that. And I help people to especially lose weight and things like that. So in my free time, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate to go to the parks, waterfalls, camp, hiking, ride a bike, and things like that. So, and eat paçoca, açaí, and pão de queijo. That's my favorite hobby. And guys, as I said before, let's talk about choice. And I will talk less and let you talk more because we have 5 people in the main room. So it's important to manage your time to let everybody talk a little bit. Okay, so I will talk less and let you talk a little bit more. Let's start for the number one. Do you think it's hard to make decisions today, and why? Rafa, please let me know what do you think about.
Yeah, I think it's it's yes, but I have to say that I think it's have been difficult in my life for how said it forever. So I don't know, it's harder now, but I think it's harder it was hard for everyone for all generations. But here, particularly after that you introduced the subject, I understood a little bit more, and I think for example to take an example, now I'm trying to learn English every day, and the most difficult part is to choose how I will learn English. And I think that in the past it was more like, oh, I don't know, I don't have the tools to how to say that to use it to achieve my goal that is to learn English. Nowadays I have access to many books. Many YouTube channels, Talk and Talk and etc. So I think it's even more hard. It's harder now because we have more. The problem is not to get information like it was in the past. For example, in the Middle Age, the people doesn't exist. How say that paper? It was something that it existed, but just rich people had access to paper. So it was something very hard to have access a book. It existed just one, and the professor had access and just read for the students. Nowadays we have access at everything. So the most it's difficult to choice. So in that sense, to just give you one example, I think it is harder. And it's important now. I'm trying to just choose two things and start. And so the most important is make a choice and start. If it doesn't work, you can think about it to change because I leave it how to say that freeze it many times in my life, especially in about English because I was I have to download every material that I find. So it's very hard in that sense, in my opinion.
Exactly, that's the point. That's the point about this immersion. So nowadays we have a lot of options, you know. So as you said, in the past we had less options, less tools, and I think it was easier because of that. But nowadays, for example, learn English. There's a lot of methods, a lot of teachers, a lot of YouTube channels and TikTok channels. And it's hard to select, to choice you one path, you know. So normally we have a mix and freeze because of that. So that's exactly the point about this immersion. Thank you so much. Um, Daphne, what do you think about the number one? Let me know.
Yeah, for me it's difficult, especially when this decision affects other people or when affect my wallet. Yeah, but we need to make a decision every day, and I am more used to make a decision, and I have learned not make a decision with my heart, with my emotions, but with my head. Sometimes I write well, I think using my head, not my heart.
Yeah, I have the same problem about my wallet, so it's hard to choose something. Um, Priscilla, let me know.
Sure, absolutely. I agree, because there is too much information and too many choice. For me, it is hard, but necessary. My opinion, it is uh, every day I take, I, I make decisions every day. Every moment. It's necessary. It's hard, but it's necessary. It's hard because much information and many choice, but that's it. Necessary. Always necessary.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Thank you. And you have it. Let me know what you think about.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I am 44 years old now, and I remember when I was a teenager, I had to choose my degree, my first degree, Now, fortunately, I have two, but my first degree, I had to make that decision. It was difficult because even back then was super hard because I had to choose between law and or something more human or technological. So I decided to take the technological things, study IT, right? So I regret, I regret a lot, but nowadays I think it's even hard, way harder because we have even more choices to options, right? To choose. And yeah, today is very hard. And when it comes to learn English, it's even harder because we have, for example, Talk and Talk, we have Cambly, we have a lot of platforms that are useful. So it's very hard to make this decision. And yes, I think life is very hush, uh, very fast, run fast nowadays. And yeah, that's my opinion about this.
Thank you. And nowadays we have different contents like do this to learn English, and you watch other video. Don't do this learning English. So it's totally confusing, and I think it's created to make people confused. So and it's hard. It's hard to select one. Yeah, that's my path, and I go that. It's so hard nowadays. So hard. Um, guys, about the number two. Let me know how do you feel when you have to take a decision and a lot of options. Um, so the number two, how do you feel when you have too many options to choose from? Um, Rafa, please.
Yeah, like I said, I think I freeze, and I freeze because I feel anxious. I don't know what to do. But normally, I'm not someone. I'm someone that I don't know if I can say like that, but easy taker decisions, something like that. So I don't struggle with many things in my life. Normally, the most part of the things that I have to decide, I just choose one, and I don't care a lot. So, but there are some things that to me are so important or that I struggle to decide it. And in this case, the first point, the first feeling that I have, it's to be anxious and to freeze. That's my thing, and to try to nowadays I'm trying to just select one thing, to not overthinking. When I realize that, or I'm freezing now, and I have to just choose one thing because there is no correct option normally. I have to take a risk and to try something, and it's better if I try the first option that I have. And if it doesn't work, I can normally the most part of things I can just choose how so that change for the other option. For example, like I said for English, I have many books here in PDFs, so I decided just I chose one and I'm trying to do it. If it doesn't work, if it is the better book for me, I'm not sure, but at least I'm walking. I'm trying to achieve my goal, and that's it. But it's so easy to say, and but it's not easy. It's hard to really do it in our daily life. I really
For
like to
sure.
automatize many things in my life because like that the life is going on and I'm feel good. My anxiety, I don't know how to say ansiedade in English. Anxiety tipo low and I feel better with myself.
Very good. Very good. Good mindset. Good mindset. I think it's a good way to think. Habit, what do you think about number two?
Yeah, I feel good about to have so many options to choose from. because otherwise I will get upset if I don't have any options. But I'm feel good in general, and I just try to take advantage of my experience of make so many mistakes in the past to choose the right thing among a lot of things. So yeah, I'm very satisfied about the so many options, and sometimes I don't know, but I think it's good. It's good. It's good because we are able to choose the best one for us, the one who fits in our life. So I think it's great. It's great. In the past, I would say 20 years ago, it was more. We had a lot of options as well, but less than today. And I think it's good to have a lot of options to choose from.
Yeah, good. Good. We have pros and cons, and I think that nature give us this kind of mentality, so we can set our priorities, and I think it's easier to decide. So I think it's important to have this nature. So, Priscilla, about you, number two.
For me, it is hard. More, it's hard. I prefer little options. I prefer. For I feel confused and afraid of making the wrong choice because for me, it is more for me, it is difficult. Uh, attention, and many choice. For me, it is complication. For me, it is more easy. One option, attention. That's it. For me, it is important to pay attention, kind moment, kind choice. That's it. Today, it is difficult because social media in my work and many activities. But in my case, it is hard.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
understand?
Yeah, for sure. I got your point. If I have just one option, it's easier to focus on and do that. So it's easier. But when we have a lot of options, different points of view, and we have to learn different things, it's so hard. I totally agree with
Yeah.
you. Uh, Daphne, please.
I am look like a Priscilla. If I have many options, I want everything, especially if I am in the shopping. I feel confused and often I don't choose anything. Yeah, and with the social media, it's getting worse because we we can do many things, but we can do nothing. I don't know why. I think we freeze because there are a lot of many options and we don't do nothing.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. So the next question, it's about that. So it's easier to choose when you have just two options or 10 options, and why? And it's interesting. For example, nowadays normally I wear just black t-shirts, base coat t-shirts. So, and it's easier. So I have a lot of options, but the same option. And yeah, it's easier for me. I just choose one and yeah. But for example, if I have to go to, I don't know, but on a special party and I have to choose a different t-shirt. It's hard for me. So yeah, it's not good and I try out. It's not it's and sometimes I feel exhausted to try it on different options and I don't want to go anymore because because of that, I have a lot of options, and I feel it's also to think one option, the better option. So it's interesting to think. And nowadays I use the basic things because it's easier and I just pick up on it. Yeah, that's my point. But I think for you it's the same, Priscilla. So you prefer to have just two options and go, then a lot of options, right?
One option, because that's it. Because I feel anxious. I feel anxious. Do you understand? Um exemplo, today, every day, so I have 25 clients. I tell me every day, Priscila. It is important to calm and step by step. Do you understand? For me, it's complication. Today, everything it is urgent. People tell me every moment. But in my case, I learned the attention and special focus to result, to have result. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard. And I totally agree with you because I'm a personal trainer and the people want results for yesterday, not for, but for now, right now. So it's
Yeah.
hard. It's so hard.
I have a
Um,
moment I have a moment today to kind of think. In the
yeah,
morning, I go to gym. In the afternoon, that's it.
good, very good. Hey, but for you it's the same. It's easier when you have just two options than 10 options.
Yeah, in my personal life, I would say that I tend to be more minimalist. For example, likewise you said, I have I usually have just three or four type of shirts, right? Just two jeans, maybe when one type of food. And when it comes to my personal life, I prefer to be minimalist. I have so few things, just the necessary. But when it comes to outside world, outside for example, gym. I go to the gym every day. I love gym, working out. So when I decided to sign up to the gym, I have visits like four or five academies before I made a decision. So it's very interesting because I got to choose the one who fits better my daily life and my personal way to think. And yeah, I think it depends on the situation. Like I said, in my personal life, I prefer to be to have few things, but when it comes to company and my outside world, it's I prefer uh, more options.
Yeah, yeah, I think I'm the same page of you. I think that I prefer to have a lot of options and choose the option that it's better for me, looks better for me than to have just one or two and to be forced to choose exactly one. So I think we are on the same page. Daphne, let me know about the number three.
Yes. Um, is it easier to choose when you have two options or 10? Why? For me, it's easier two options because I get less confused. I have the focus, one or two, and I put in the balance just in two options. Dun, dun. Yeah, I think two options is better because I have more focus and it's easier to take a good result. Is black or white? That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. And you, Rafa, let me know. Number three.
Yeah. Oh, I think it depends. Because depends of many things. It depends of the options. If there are good options, all bad options, one good and two and other bad. Or if for example, if I have two bad options and 10 not good options, but one good options and nine how say that bad options, it's so easy to choose the good options if I have nine. Other thing that I would like to say, it's not easier. It doesn't mean the same thing that better. So I think to me is and so to me I cannot say that I prefer one another or that one another it's easier. It depends, and I prefer to have maybe uh, two good options than 10 good options, because like that I can choose easier. But if I had to choose between have 10 good options and two bad options, like everyone, I think I prefer to have 10 good options. So maybe I'm problematize I problemize everything. Sorry, but it's like that my mind works. And To me, I think the most important in our life is to find good options. So something not the better, but good options. If it is something that fits to you and your needs, and you believe that, oh, that is good to me, I just how say that I stop to looking for other options, and that's it. That's a good option. But if you have just bad options or two bad options, I think that you have to looking for more options. If we don't find we can take one bad option, but and is still looking for a good option. That's it, something that I'm trying to apply in my life, but it's hard. Like everyone knows, options there are pros and cons and many how say that ways to approach these situations. But I think this is something that I'm trying to do in my life.
Yeah, you brought a very good point because normally we are looking for the best option ever, and I think it doesn't exist, you know. So if you are looking for the best, the right choice in life, so you feel frozen because there's no this
Now
option.
nowadays it's so hard to how say that to be satisfied, to feel this
Exactly.
satisfaction with something, especially with many contents. Oh, that is the best way, you have to do like that. And it's so hard for everyone to not believe it. There are many content and social media in our cell phone, and we are humans. It's so hard, it's so easy to how say that to believe in fake news, to believe in someone that is saying to you every time, every each day that or you if you do like that, we will be fluent in English. If you do like that, we will you will achieve your best how say that form. I don't know how to say it in English. Forma física, physical form, maybe of your life. So it's something very hard, but you have to pay attention. Oh, that's good to me. It's enough when I realize by myself. So go. To me, the most difficult thing to me is to not do something for what I want in my life. If I'm doing, even if it's not the good option, a good choice, I'm trying. So it's something that I'm trying to do in my life. I'm not, but it's hard.
Yeah, good, very good. And you said about social media and things like that. So, guys, I will skip for the number five, okay? I'll skip the number four and we'll go for the number five. Do you think social media shows too many lives and makes people feel lost? So I think it's interesting because we are saying here that yeah, there's a lot of options, and normally we see these options on social media and in internet in general. So, and I think because of that, we feel a little bit confused, as Priscilla said. And let's think about this. What is the point? The social media showing a lot of different lives, different lifestyles, and things like that. Let's think about that. Herbert, I will start from you, okay? So the number five. Do you think social media shows too many lives and makes people feel lost? What do you think about?
So I'm here thinking about what too many lives means before answer.
Different lives, different, for example, different results. For example, so I'm a personal trainee and I'm share my content there, and you are watching my content, and you think, yeah, it's a good way to live. I will be a personal trainee, and after you see a person traveling and because have a YouTube channel and record, yeah, that's a good life to live, and there's a lot of options, different lives, different perspectives, and share on social media. And do you think that this kind of thing make people feel lost because of that's different perspectives? What do you think?
Absolutely. I think, yes, social media can be harmful for us because, as you said, people shows different lives and different reasons to follow me or follow you. So it's becomes even harder to make a decision. Who I will follow up? Um, it's very difficult. I've been I've been um, actually I went through the this situation when I work out when I was a teenager. I I saw so many athletes taking um, powder. I don't know how to say that in English. Like whey protein, BCAA. So uh,
Supplements.
supplements, yeah. Each athlete shows me usually shows me a different thing to take. And if you take this, you will strength, you go be more strength, we will lift more weights easily. So yeah, it's difficult. They Yeah, it's difficult. It's a not easy question, but I that's my thoughts about this.
Yeah, and I got your point, and I agree with you. I totally agree with you because there's a lot of perspectives about a lot of things, a lot of options. And I feel that, for example, I'm a personal trainer and nutritionist. I see every single day a lot of people lost it because of that, confused because yeah, that's a good exercise, yes, but after see on the social media content, don't do this exercise. So yeah, maybe it's not a good exercise, and do this in this way to. It's so hard, and because of that, I think a lot of people are lost in life because especially social media shares different points of view from different people, and the person don't know what really fit in their life. So I think that's the point. um Priscilla, what do you think about the number five?
Absolutely, I agree. For me, uh, bigger problem. It is about people compare their lives and feel behind. Today, I use a lot social media because my work, but for me, it first problem it is comparison. For example, uh, Virginia. I don't know Virginia, but People speak a lot about Virginia. What? Do you know Virginia? Not. But do you have opinion? For me, it is confused and because I prefer close in my life, result in my problems, and I talk about other subjects. For example, English, talking. That's it.
Yeah, here a good place to talk about. That's a good point to talk. Daphne, let me know about the number five.
Yes, I agree with Priscilla. I think the social media is harmful in this sense because you think you are on the right path. But in social media, you see people who don't study, don't work, but they sell tigrinhos and are very, very rich. And you lose your motivation because to do the right things is not the the rich path. And instead you hard work, you start to think it's better to record in my life all day and stop to work, stop to study, and try to be rich on social media is easier than hard work. And this is so harmful because we lose your motivation to do the traditional things.
Interesting. I think on social media you have the the social media show you that you are in the wrong path ever. Don't
Mhm.
it's not about your path, but if you are in some path, the social media will show for you that yeah, that's not the best path. That's the best path to go. So
You are
it's
not
interesting to
enough.
do. Yeah, ever. Never you are not enough. Um, Rafa, please, what do you think about the number five?
Totally agree with you too. It's you make a sentence that's very good. The social media always tell us that you're what you're doing it's wrong. It's not just how to say that not good enough. It's wrong. That is the
Doesn't
best and
matter
the
what you do.
unique way. Yeah, totally agree with you. And like everyone said here, I think. The social media, it's a big problem in many senses in our, how say that, contemporary society. And especially talking about, how say that, to feel lost. It's so easy to feel lost because it's many content. Everything that you're doing, it's wrong. You don't know how to eat. You don't know how to wear clothes or buy clothes. You don't know how to study English. We don't know everything in your life. Everything that you thought that we knew, we realize that we don't know. But it's not true. That's the point. It's many people that don't know what they are doing with their life too, but they are being rich with this. Not the most part, but some people are being rich with this how said selling a lie. That's the problem. They are selling stuff that doesn't help. It doesn't help people, and it's just a lie. So it was a good example that definitely broke to us the how said little tiger, if you can say like that, the game of little tiger, the little tiger game. It's a very problem in our society. I have very, how say that, close people in my life that they are addicted to little tiger or the I forgot how to say that, it's gambling,
Yeah, gambling.
apostas, gambling, and it's a big problem. And I especially gambling, it's something that the most the richest people in the world are, how say that, behind the gambling, especially with the soccer games. They are the richest people of the world, so it's something very serious. And that's the problem. The people are lost. Everyone wants to be recognized. Everyone want acknowledgement. But it's so hard to that how say that to receive it, and the social media appears like a easy way to do it, and everyone have the impression to feel considerate, to feel how say loved, to receive attention. But in the final of the day, in the end of the day, sorry, it doesn't true, and what everyone is being more depressed, anxious, have problems, mental problems, and don't achieve their goal because they are not living. They are how say that thinking about how to live better. So I think this it's a way to explain that feeling about to be lost, and that's true in the most part of the case.
Yeah, it's interesting because as we are saying, don't matter what you do, what you are doing now, but normally the social media shows that you are wrong. So you said about food. It's interesting because we got here in life eating, running, and do different exercise and different things. But nowadays, everybody's wrong, and that's the it's interesting to think. So we are here for millions of, I don't know,
Oh, may
years.
may I say
So
something?
go ahead, please.
Just to wrap up this conversation, this topic, I I was so upset about so many famous people talking about how to learn English, how to get a shape in the gym, how to do this, how to do that. So I decided to focus on myself, just on myself. I no longer compare myself to another one. I just focus on me. And for example, in the gym, I don't compare my body with a famous personal training, right? It's just an example. I don't compare my English to another one. I just compare my English to my English. How the way I'm speaking now, and I compare to in the future, maybe in 1 month, I made some progress. I don't made some any progress. So I don't compare. I'm not comparing, and I no longer compare myself with anyone. So this is made me happier. I'm a happier person after I made this decision. And I was very upset because as you said, we get lost among so many things, so many advices. So the best thing we can do is focus on ourselves, not stop to look at someone else. Just focus on ourselves. It's the best thing to do, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. I think that's the best advice ever because, especially nowadays, we have a lot of different lives. As Rafa said, sometimes the people are selling lies, so fake lives. So it's important to compare yourself with yourself, your progress, your last version, your future version. So that's the point because it's not a run. So it's important to know where you are now and where you want to go and just live your process, your own process. That's the point. I think it's so important to have this filter in our mind. Um, everybody answer about the number five? Yeah, I think yes. Okay, so um let's talk about the number six, and I think that's the last for today. So let's share some tips for everybody here and for YouTube people here. What helps you make good decisions in your life? Let's share our point of view about what we do. So, Daphne, I will start from you. Number six. What helps you make good decisions in your life?
I think the first step is know who are you. Take your self-acknowledge. and not comparing yourself with the others, and trusting your feelings because your feelings shows you where you want to go. Um, yeah, and I think you need to do therapy or pray to God and yeah, try follow uh, your values. Um, Try not to hurt anybody, and I think it's it because the future anybody knows about it.
Perfect. Perfect. So I totally agree with you. I'm the same page of you, and I think self awareness is the first step for everything in life. So I think it's important to go deeper inside us and know is what are really important for us. So our values. So I totally agree with you. Um, Priscilla, please.
I agree, Daphne and you. For me, it is important. It is also important. I try stopping, thinking, and talking to some I trust, but special first place stopping because it is many options and many choice, but for me it is important first place stopping and after thinking and talking to some I trust.
Very good. Very good. I think try to stop and just to breathe and calm down. Let's think about that. Let's analyze the options. I think it's
Yeah,
important to have conscience about the future, about the choice, the options. Yeah, I agree.
exactly. It is important analysis
Yeah.
before exit. I try.
Yeah, very good. Very good path. I think it's a good path. Herbert, what do you think about?
Yes, I usually rely on my wife and my parents to ask for I ask them for suggestions if I'm going in the right way. Even though I'm 44 years old, but I still relying on my parents. I Because for obvious reasons, I think they are more experienced in the life, so I always ask them for help. And my wife is another one who I rely, I trust, and I'd say she's more realistic than me, more focused in the money and things. So, and also I think I'm very experienced in life. I'm 44 years old again, so I take advantage of my experience, my bad decisions in the past to make better decisions. So that's it.
Very good. Very good. And you, Rafa, what do you do?
Yeah, I agree with everyone. So to be, how said it, to have conscious about yourself, to have this self awareness, it's so important to know what you want with this, how said that decision that we will have to make. It's how so how said do a pros and cons list. It helps me a lot. Uh, Other thing that's important, I really agree with Herbert. So he gave us the example of their parents. So I think to ask advice for the people that you trust And how say that, trying to extract from them their experience, their knowledge about something. So wow, if I have to decide something for workout, I will send a message for Epaminondas because I know that he works with it, that he had knowledge
Pretty
about
good.
it. And so it's something that we have to do is to not make decisions, especially hard decisions by ourselves only. But I think the first step is to thinking by ourselves. Other thing that's important is if it's a harder decision, you can think a little bit after, take a break for a brief. And I really believe that our brain works during these moments, and when we realize we will have a decision made, you know. And to give it last advice is to not overthinking about small decisions. You have to really think just for the big decisions in your life. So when you have many decisions to do, it's we are sharing our energy, our the how said capacity to make decisions, and it's not good. So what is important to you, what's not important, I will pay attention just in things important. So that will be I think maximize our chances to have a good decision. And if you fails, it's not a problem. Everyone do. It's not about the best decisions and just the good decisions. You try to do your best. It's already enough. That's it to me.
Very good, guys. I totally agree with you all. So I think we have here a lot of good tips for life, and I totally agree with you all. Normally, what I try to do is to write down my thoughts. For me, it's so important to have rational thoughts. So I try to write down my thoughts, the options and pros and cons about my decision, and to ask for people have that have more experience with me about the topic, and specialist or my family, people that really help me in some period of life. So, and nowadays I'm trying other thing. So I share with ChatGPT because I think it's important to be a little far from emotions, and so I think it's an important path because ChatGPT is there's no emotion. So, and it was interesting. So I try to balance the pros and cons and try to have other perspectives about, and normally people that's not close to the topic to have a I don't know, but neutral opinion about. So I think it's important. So guys, very good topic, very good discussion about. So I will share with you the link for the forms to evaluate this immersion and the topic, and let me know what you think about. If you want to suggest some improves, feel free to do that. It's totally anonymous and I don't know who are writing, so feel free to express yourself and share your thoughts with me. Um, Guys, we don't have time, so thank you so much. Thank you, Daphne, Herbert. It's a pleasure. Welcome aboard. Priscilla, Rafa, thank you so much, guys. And
Thanks so much.
you are more than invited, guys, to be here next week in the same time with me. Okay, the next immersion.
Okay.